Hi there, welcome to Bella's Vistas. Thanks for visiting us again. Please like, subscribe, and come on back again soon. If you like this, tell your friends. Well, we'd been sitting around home for quite a while and we decided it'd be nice to take a trip up to Algonquin Park. Now, we figured the leaves were probably gone, they wouldn't be at their peak, but it's still a really nice drive. You never know what you might see. I was hoping to see some wildlife. Unfortunately, we saw very little, but we did get some nice color. Look how blue the sky is. I mean, it's kind of overcast and damp and misty, and it was pretty chilly too, but still, I mean, you're not at home, you're on the road, you're headed towards Algonquin Park, you're gonna see something. I mean, if you stay home, everything is the same, but you get out on the road. We kept being threatened with moose, but we did not see a moose. Beautiful. Look, it was so cold overnight in Whitney. We were frozen. We woke up and we were treated to the nice mist. Look at the mist on the water. There's some other crazy people out taking pictures too. I love meeting other photographers on the road. You can see the frost on the trees. This was only out for a matter of an hour or so because then the sun melted it all away. I stopped and got some great shots with the sun coming up through the mist and the fog. Nice ice on the trees and everything, some rocks. Road's a bit crackly here. I can't wait to try it now. This time we had the new springs on the van, but the next time I get up here, now we've got new tires as well. I'm going to get the rear wheel bearings done too, so we'll be really, really mobile. But it's great fun driving through here. Narrow roads, and I've seen a moose here, and I got a wolf the one day. Wow, look at the trees though. I mean, even if you don't see animals, it's nice to be out, see the trees with that frost on there. That's only frosty like that for a little while, like I said. Then you see the sun coming through and highlighting one particular tree. See the mist going across the road ahead of us. We're going to drive right through that mist. There's a few bugs on the windshield, but it's nothing like it used to be. Look at these Christmas trees with the frost on them. I love it. The sunshine lighting up the trees. Beautiful. What a great day. I had so much fun. Unfortunately, I lost my cell phone somewhere along here. I'd had it for 2.5, almost 3 years, but I really missed it and spent a couple hours driving around looking for it, but there's no cell service, so you couldn't even phone it and listen for it to ring. I'd hiked in through the woods, and I think that's what happened. I had a big fleece jacket on. Wow, this is where I think I actually lost the phone, photographing this yellow aspen down by Rock Lake. And I tried and tried. Look at this. That's the only wildlife that we saw on this trip, in Algonquin anyway. If you stick around towards the end, you're going to see an amazing little bird that we saw and some wonderful photographs too. The tag shot on the end of this video is just phenomenal. Here we're headed back into town because I have to buy a phone. And I was pretty upset about having to buy a new phone. But we're driving in. We're going to take a stop here and try and get a few photographs down by this lake. It's just beautiful. I mean, there's so much to see everywhere you go. Beautiful scenery. Cannons and whatnot here. I'm not sure what it's all about, but it looks like a nice place to stop and have a look. We always have picnics when we're out on the road, barbecue and things. Here we're at Kawartha Dairy. Mary said if I didn't cry so much about my phone, she was going to buy me some ice cream. This is delicious. You're going to get me a new phone too, right? Oh, thank you. I didn't mean to lose it. I'm sorry. Kawartha Dairies makes some really, really fine ice cream. I really like it. The Moose Tracks ice cream is fantastic, just like the Moose Track bars that I like to get when we're in Newfoundland. I go right off my diet for Moose Track ice cream bars on the rock. They're hard to find sometimes. Now we got some beautiful color here. We're a little bit south of the park here, so the leaves are still on the trees. Here we are at Saga Falls. I took some photographs here, got some video. It's fantastic. Lots of water. I mean, that's the one thing about this cold, rainy weather. The waterfalls were really big and full. It's fantastic here. Some fishermen out there. I guess around the falls the fish will be all stirred up and you should have some good luck there. There's the bridge over the river here, and I had a look around here. I don't go fishing, so it's not that much fun for me, but I like to look around and see the trees. Saga Falls is a bit more southern than Algonquin, so there's still a lot of leaves on the trees. Still getting some red color, but not the deep red color, it takes the cold. It takes a couple of days of hard cold to really get the leaves to turn bright red. And we just didn't get that on this trip. I don't know if there was some real big fall colors that I didn't see, but I don't really think so. Back in Kitchener here, we might see a little color yet. I'm going to have a look around the next couple of days and see if I can find some color here. But I had to content myself with what's there. You can either go home or take pictures of what's there, and going home isn't an option for me, so I did my best to get some falls and whatnot. Then we went to Southampton. Look at the birds here. Wow, Chantry Island in the background. There's a little lighthouse, a little jet flying overhead. Did find some nice color. The geese are getting ready to leave. Stopped at this lighthouse that we found along the way. It's kind of wind and clouds blowing by. It's pretty nice. Down on the beach again, looking for things. I was trying to find some photographs. I was really hoping for a sunset here, but we didn't get much of a sunset, I'm afraid. Along the road, we're driving along, and I said, wow, this is just like the prairies. This is good Ontario farmland. Look, it's pretty darn flat, really. Now we're in Pelee on the wetlands. I'm going to have a look around here. There's a boardwalk through here, and I walked up this tower here to the top, climbed the stairs up there to get some birds. And I got a couple funny birds giving me the fish eye. There's some red-winged blackbirds over there. They were pretty colorful birds, and they make a lot of racket. It's nice to see them. Look at this guy here, he was just chirping away. This red-winged blackbird got scared of me and took off. There he is looking back at me. This blue jay was kind of nice, but it was so dark. Look at the look this guy's giving me for climbing up his tower. He wasn't too impressed with me. Grass here. There's lots of waterfowl here. This is a migration point for monarch butterflies and lots of birds. You can walk right out there. Found some mushrooms or fungus, bracket fungus kind of things. Driving through the park. Look how green it is here. Pelee is the southernmost part of Ontario, and it's quite warm. Winter's delayed here. And you have the effect of the water right at hand too, so that moderates the climate. You don't get the real cold that's going to turn the maple leaves red. But you get other things, you get the butterflies coming through and different birds, so it's nice to be able to travel around and see different things. I stopped here to try and photograph some birds, but they weren't cooperative at all. Sometimes there's so many leaves in the trees, the birds, you can't even see them, you can hear them. I heard a woodpecker tap, tap, tapping, and I looked around for a good 5 minutes or so, and I couldn't find them anywhere. Here's some wild turkeys on the road. They wouldn't pose for me either. They were in a big hurry to get out of town. I tried. What can you say? Hey, give it your best shot, and if you get them, you get them. You don't, you don't. And I didn't get those. You can kind of tell by the look on my face that I came up empty that time. Driving through the park. I highly recommend Pelee. I like Rondeau too. After Pelee, we're going to head to Rondeau Park. This is South Point in Rondeau. We're going to have a little hike down here and try and get some pictures. Seems to me I had no luck at all here. I got some shots on the water, but that's about it. This is where I photographed a peregrine falcon in the one tree, but he's not there at all anymore now. I'm going to have to pay more attention to what birds to see when, and then I can go back and maybe get some falcons and things like that. But I'm just walking through here. It's a really nice walk, if nothing else, to walk through the woods and have a look around at everything. It's a really fine time. I'd much rather do this than sit at home in the parking lot. Now here I'm going to try and get up and get it. With my backpack on, my bad knee, and my balance the way it is, sometimes it's a little tricky, but I endeavor to persevere and get the shots. This log on the beach, this is driftwood, and it's a really unusual composition here, I thought. Off on the horizon, and the water coming in. I didn't know whether to use a long lens or a short lens or focus stacking and what to do. So I tried a few different things. There I was just doing a little video of it. It was nice just to sit here and relax and look at things. When you're out on a whirlwind trip like this, sometimes it seems like you're just spending too much time driving. So I did a little HDR and some focus stacking and a few things. Change lenses here. Here's the beach off in the distance. You gotta be careful with all this sand around. You don't want a camera bag full of sand. Nothing will ruin your lens faster than water and sand. Bella's enjoying her time here. She finds a stick or two to gnaw on. She's so pretty. Yep, she's a wonderful dog. She's been with us quite a while. 6 or 7 years now on the road. She loves to travel. Here I'm just sitting there watching the waves for a little while. Got the 7mm lens on there. Thinking if I got enough energy to get up and put on a longer lens or not. I guess I did. I changed something and came back. I remember I was just really peaceful there on the beach, just taking it easy. Here's Bella. Mary tied her onto this branch so she could shoot a little video. It's hard shooting video with the dog pulling on. Bella was tied onto that root for a little bit. Look at the beach rocks, wow. HDR on the rocks. Saw this fellow. I couldn't get close to him. As soon as I got anywhere near him, away he went. Port Dover, wow. I was hoping for the moon to rise in Port Dover, but unfortunately it was so overcast we didn't get to see it. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Come on back again real soon.